Yep, we are live. This voice chat has been recorded. We'll forward it into our main chat afterwards. Yeah, so we do hope that you guys saw our teaser and you quite like it, because we do. What you can see is basically a UI from Figma, which I transferred into After Effects and made those animations. So those are absolutely real UIs that you will see later in our Dapp. Currently, it's been connected with the backend. So both front end and backend teams are currently working, I would say, nonstop for being able to deliver the app for you as quick as possible. So yeah, Edith, would you like to tell something as an introduction?
Yeah. So welcome everybody to our AMA. It has been a while since we have the last one. Very happy for all the developments. Very thankful for the community. You guys have been smashing eggs like real apes. It's fantastic to just see all those notifications and everything going on. I'm really happy that the community is quite strong together, and it makes it nicer for all of us to also work because it keeps us motivated. It's great. It's a great feeling.
I will just a few words about community. A few developers wrote me these days asking, can they borrow our community, because our community is like absolutely insane with their activity. So I just want to share the same words as you told before, that our guys, our ape screeners are absolutely smashing it. So you're doing a great job, and it's only motivates us to deliver the product for you.
Yeah, amazing. And and also thank you to Oxy. He has been a great community leader, making sure that everything is orchestrated, that people are we're leaving some space in between raids. So very, very good, very grateful for your work too.
The community for me, man.
We're all thankful of everybody, grateful of everybody. It's great. It's working, right? It's exactly what makes a project successful, that all parts are aligned and everybody's working together, going through to the same goal. So yeah, a little bit about the app that we're building. As Ernst mentioned, we already had the design. That is, it looks extremely hot. I really like it. We last week we worked on implementing that on the front end. So the front end part is ready for 3 pages that we're gonna release first. And right now we're working on the connecting all of these to the backend, and on the smart contracts for the risking strategy. Right, has been a lot of work, but it has been very fun. It's great to finally see everything like getting together, like all the different pieces. They're like clicking very well, and we're getting very close to the moment where we can have revenue, and revenue is gonna drive also the usage, the amount of holders. We'll have like different programs, so everything is going as planned, and that's great.
I will also add a few words that Ada's mentioned the risking contract, and I've got a few DMs regarding when we will have implementation of auto trading. And so that's basically your answer. The risking contract by itself is already a part of our auto trading system. So with this contract implemented on top, you will be able to, once you will approve your tokens, Ada's correct me if I'm wrong, if I'll tell I'm wrong, you will be able to let the ape screener to auto trade based on your currently only on your de-risking strategy. So if you'll set up, like, for example, 3x minimum de-risk, trailing stop, whatever, we'll teach you what are all those terms. It doesn't matter right now. It just means that once implemented, the de-risking contract will automatically sell for you, and it's already working. We are currently testing it, right? It is.
Correct. That's all correct. And one thing to add about this is that all the parameters work exactly the same way as the backtesting. So if you guys have tried the backtesting and have seen how way better than human traders that strategy is, you can just translate that knowledge from the backtesting app to our new Dapp. So same features, same parameters, with the purpose of making this extremely easy for everybody to start using from the very beginning, right? You guys can play around with the backtesting, so you learn about these parameters and you try to figure out what is the best strategy for you.
Okay, let's, I guess, move on for the questions, because sorry, 10 minutes, we need to make this voice call kind of concentrated, right? So the first question, do you see the questions, or I will read them aloud and you will try to...
I see the questions, but we anyway need to read them out loud so people know the context.
Yeah. Okay, so let me read. How long could it take for the Dapp to be used for us investors in a daily crypto life? Are there beta testing going on for a few selected investors, and does it require to hold some apes to be used? Are there differences, or it's free for us all? Thanks.
Yeah, so the Dapp, we still don't know exactly which day the Dapp is going to be released, but for sure before that date, we're going to have some beta testers, selected people from the community who can try it out already, and that, you will be able to trade already in that moment. I'm already setting up my strategies with the smart contracts I developed, and that's working. So give us a few weeks. First beta testers for 1 or 2 weeks, and then it will be completely released. And the benefits of holding apes is that the fees for the auto trading are gonna be less, right? So I believe is 0.5% of your position or 1% if you don't hold ETH, 0.5 if you hold a little bit, and 0.1 if you hold less, up to 0, right?
Exactly.
So you can take the tiers on our website, and you will be able to know what the trading fees are. And I will recommend you to accordingly.
Regarding, sorry, I believe that this question was mainly focused on when will be released our full version of the app.
Full version, like the first version, the beta version, it's gonna be released in, I would say, a couple of weeks for beta testers, and then depending on how much feedback we're getting, it will be maybe 1 or 2 more weeks. I don't want to say exact numbers because you know how development is. Sometimes maybe if we find a bug, we need to redo some parts. We have a quite experienced team, so I don't foresee that happening, but I need to be careful with my words regarding the due date.
And also it's important, I would just want to remind those who are listening this voice call right now that it's quite unproductive to give some estimates in the developments, because you never know what's going to happen. And I told it before, and I'm just going to remind once again, I'm not a coder, right? But I've been observing a lot of teams, been involved in a lot of teams who've been developing something, and they always and they never delivered on their promises and their deadlines. So just better to deliver as fast as possible, right, with the maximum quality from your side, but at the same time, you do not need to give the exact estimates for your community. So if you will not deliver in the exact dates, community will be upset. It's just we just want to avoid it, right? Meanwhile, we do understand how important it is to build for you guys this amazing Dapp and ecosystem as quick as possible.
Right. Okay, so we move to the next question.
Question is, let me see it. Are we going to be able to switch our money from dollar to euro or to BTC or Ethereum?
Yes, indeed. So we already have like the settings for you to be able to do this. Initially will be only for display, meaning you can see how much Bitcoin you have versus dollars. And eventually in the future, it also might change some of the logics, because it's different to the risk in ETH or the risk in dollars. This is something I have been discussing a little bit with the community. And when people start getting to know our system a little bit better, I think we will be able to take a better decision on how to do this. But yeah, long story short, yes, we will support different currencies as a base currency.
Let's move on. The next question is, how long could it take for the Dapp to... Oh, sorry. I guess it's the repetitive one. Or no. How long? Yeah. Before. It's a good one. What about the Ethereum gas fee when the arbitrating option will be enabled? Like if the Ethereum gas fee is 100 at that time and app wants to derisk or rebalance, will it take care of the gas fee?
That's a really great question. So our system, how we coded it now is that it is gasless in terms of you are not the one initiating the transaction and paying for the gas fees. But of course, those gas fees need to be taken from somewhere that is a portion of the position that is being the risk. It's taken for to pay for the gas fees. And eventually, like we can set some rules. It's something that we haven't yet done, but it's something that we have slightly discussed on max amount of gas that you are able to pay for this. One thing that we discover about the risk strategy is that it's not something that really requires that is like right away, like very fast. So possibly our system can be a little bit aware of gas and like times when the gas is lower and do the transaction at that moment.
Yeah, that's exactly what people need. Sometimes there is a low way, right? Sometimes there is a high way, and depending on those parameters, depending on what's going on in on-chain, we will be able, or AI will be able to switch from one state to another.
Right. I saw today, just a small story. I saw today a bot that was failing to make auto transactions because the gas was so low, was under 1 year away, that the bot was not able to interpret 0.8.
So they allowed in the code only strict decimals from 1 and higher.
Exactly, like because like if you code this when the gas fees are like 100 or I don't know 50 or 30 or whatever for like years, like for forever on the Ethereum history, then you don't kind of think of the case of the gas being less than 1, I think.
Why I saw recently Dex tools started to display a gray with the decimals, with the small decimals, right? Because they tweak their code.
Yeah, and Ethers can actually you can see the way with decimals now. Quite interesting. Crazy time.
Okay, Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
The question, that's the last question that we got in the chat. Question from Oxy. Will project tags be included in the risk logics?
The project tax is gonna be included in the derisk logic. If he means the fees that we are taking for auto trading,
No,
yes.
not the fee, but the tags when you pay the contract. Yeah.
Okay. This is also an interesting question, and it's something that is not extremely easy to make user-friendly, let's say, right? So you can see even Uniswap is not able to tell you exactly how much the taxes are. Yeah, we're considering having the taxes. Alternatively, instead of like just using 2x, you can do 2.1x or something like that. But yeah, our system will be aware of the taxes and it will be able to recommend you settings depending on those taxes. Right? If you do 1.1 and the taxes are 5.5, it will tell you, hey, don't do this. Basically.
Yeah. Also, let's have a conversation with you here because we had it before in a team chat, right? Will we gonna have some sort of audit during the Dapp release, right? Because it's always a matter of fact that people are always scared to connect their wallets for new apps, right? Because of all those drains and other things that happened before in crypto space, right? So what will be our security view on here? Are we going to, because I know the answers, right? But let's just answer to the guys.
Yeah. So yeah, 100% we are gonna go through an auditing process. We're in fact going to go through two auditing processes. One that is internal through my blockchain development company, and that one is going to be very thorough. And then we're gonna do an additional one because you always need a third party to take the contracts and see things from different perspective or from different train of thoughts, right? So yeah, the contract is gonna be audited for sure, and the signatures in the application are so for authenticating we're using this new EIP that is it's for authentication. It's compatible with MetaMask, with Ravi Wallet. So that at least your wallet is gonna be able to tell you, hey, this is safe, right? And then the signatures for creating the risk order. That one is also gonna be very clear in terms of like what's happening and what are you signing. So yeah, it's also gonna be audited, and we're gonna also educate the people in terms of like this signature represents this, is for this specific domain, etc., etc. I don't want to go super technical right now, but we will provide the tools to translate the safety of our infrastructure, also for people who are not tech savvy.
It's important because it's always mainly about trust when you, and that's the reason why we will have at phase 4 account abstraction feature, which will help our users, right, just to be more safe, because their phrases will be not stored at our side at all. They will be stored on a crypto coded clouds. Am I getting this right? It is regarding account abstraction.
Yeah, so with account abstraction is something that is a safe way of users giving us the authorization to perform actions with their wallets, right? In a way that is safe and in a way that if we are hacked There's no leak of private keys, right? So that's going to happen on phase 4. And it's mostly in the moment when we are offering different strategies that require buying, selling, transferring, etc. Right now, with this the risk contract, it's quite safe, and it's safe because it is hard coded. The swap logic, it is hard coded in that it will send the funds to your wallet, right? So it is impossible to lose funds with the risk contract, and we're gonna do it. That's why it's also very simple, very easy to read, so it will not trigger any alarm, and people will feel safe using our system. Right? I for example, I use Ravi wallet, and I was testing our smart contract. And it's great because Ravi tells you right away what's going to be the result of the transaction, and then you feel safe that what's going on is good. The only concern is that as we are a new project, a new startup, it's not like a known contract, and Ravi will tell you, hey, this contract is too new, right? But that's a burden that we need to go through and earn some reputation throughout the time that is deployed.
And you know what? I've missed one question in the chat, so I will read it right now in loud. Are we going to be able to connect more than one wallet to see our P&L together and do our trades depending on which one we choose over time?
Yeah. So yeah, of course you're gonna be able to use more than one wallet. I have like 30, 40 wallets. I don't even know how many wallets I have used in my crypto journey. Yeah, you will be able to track multiple wallets, and this is very important because some people sometimes buy tokens with one wallet and transfer it to another, and then you lose complete track of the P&L. Right, with how our system works, you don't lose track of your P&L, and that's already working in the Telegram bot. If you want to see your P&L, you go to token history, and the token history is based on all the wallets that you have added into the bot. And for the risking, you will need to derisk and do the transactions with the wallet that is holding ape tokens. You don't need to, but you obtain all the benefits of holding the apes tokens, like reduced fees, if you do it with that wallet specifically.
Great. I mean, we're running currently to our threshold. We have covered all the questions that have been asked in the chat. If someone wants to raise his or her hand right now to have a quick microphone, we can do that. If no, we'll just close this VC and we'll see you next time. Let's wait. Maybe there are some more questions in the chat. Let's see.
I see here some hands, so I will allow to speak. OSET, you can talk. You're muted though.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Doing great. I like the energy.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to, send my regards and my appreciation to the team, to the community. I guess this is the start of something extremely exciting for all of us. As I always keep saying, it takes two for tango. We gotta keep grinding as a community and focus more on what the Apes is building. And by time, once adoption kicks in, we're gonna be unstoppable, guys. I can see it. I've been here in crypto since 2019, so I know where we're going. Much respect to the team, to the grind, to the community. Much love and peace out. That's all I want to say.
much. Thank you. We're also happy to have you with us.
Thank you very much
cheers,
for your
mate.
work.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. Okay, so we're going to close, as we say. Thanks everyone for joining. Please feel free to share more. Our teaser, we'll have more of those later, right? During the main launch of our Dapp, we'll have some sort of explanational, teaser, tutorial, guides, whatever. So those things will help you to understand more how Dapp works, and there will be other things which will help us to onboard more users. Like if you scroll a few of our previous pins, for example, we want to try this Galaxy campaign. It's being used by a lot of big projects. It's just a quite popular platform. We'll explore this option to gather some users from there, for example, for our Dapp. We will also introduce some not airdrop farms, but most likely Dapp, just follow some actions in Dapp to be allowed to gain some sort of apes tokens, or just to gain some points, and later we'll count and reward the potential users, right? So it's just only the beginning, right? Do not think that after we're going to release the Dapp, it's going to be that's it. We're just getting started. We have a big roadmap. The next phase is going to be to implement AI into all these logics. I've been talking with Audits a lot about it. So there's going to be a lot of steps to be made in order to AI to study on your wallets, on your actions, on your profiles, plus connected to on-chain, plus study it on different scenarios, different narratives, and there's a lot of things to be done, right? So we're just getting started. And thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time.